Hey, how's it going? How's it going? How's it going? Some more. It's Politics with Laura here. And guess who I have with me right here? Him, Gavin Newsom. You know, just when you think, okay, just when you think that you got a firm handling on him, that you know where he's coming from, no, you don't. All right.
Mommy, because I thought we were supposed to conserve things. Hey, this is big girl.
Don't. All right. Right now, he's telling Donald Trump, yo, Trump, check this out. Um, I'm not giving up my illegal immigrants. No, they are staying. They're staying. Matter of fact, um, do you want that federal money that California gives every year to the federal government? Well, look, I'm willing to withhold that. And you're gonna have to arrest me. Oh, you gotta arrest me because I'm keeping my illegals. And I'm gonna tell you why he is. It's far more sinister than what you think. You think, oh, I just want to help people. No, that's not in Gavin's DNA. That's not in his DNA. No, it isn't. It's not in his Dana. No, it isn't. It's not in his Dana at all. So let's go ahead and get into it. Let's get into the thick of it. Gavin Newsom got some rainy days coming, some rainy days. She puts
asking me
it.
why I voted for Donald Trump. Because I'm a Christian. That's why I voted for him. But now let me turn that same question back on you. You are a Christian. Why did you vote for Kamala Harris? You see, I didn't vote for Donald Trump for who he is. I voted for Donald Trump for who God is. You see, he wasn't promoting the shedding of innocent blood at the AB clinic. The flesh. You see, he wasn't promoting gender ideology or gender reassignment surgery. The flesh. See, he didn't open the borders for our children to get sex trafficked. The flesh. See, he wasn't taking the children's bread and giving it to somebody else. The flesh. You see, he wasn't pushing do as thy will with no responsibility. The flesh. See, he wasn't manipulating the people's minds with lies and propaganda through the left-wing media. The flesh. He didn't write a book and take a picture with the black help to make us think that he was black. The flesh. He wasn't into that principalities and powers and lying wonders. He just stood on the truth. What's really wrong with America? America's sick and it needs a healing. God has spoken. Let the church say amen.
Amen.
I'm getting
Amen. Well, I had to go ahead and put that one out there just to go ahead and get it started because she said everything in a nutshell. In what, 50 seconds, she said the whole entire thing. Now, you have people that are here willing and ready to break the law for people that are here unlawfully. Now, whether if you've been here for 30 some odd years and you were told to self-deport and didn't, are we come on. You know, they looked into your case, you presented their case, and they're like, nah, you gotta go back. Nah, no. And then you chose to still stay here, regardless of what the law said, because you had a fair trial and you lost. And then you had people coming over that Kamala Harris and Joe Biden opened up the door. Now, mind you, before this even occurred, there has been a lot of problems in California, and it has been, how can I say, people were being targeted, and it's not the people who you think. But let me go ahead and get to the articles because this is what it's really getting down to. Because Gavin Newsom is he's basically saying, hey, Trump, check this out. What you saying, it don't mean a doggone thing to me. It doesn't. It doesn't mean a thing to me at all because I'm going to do what I want to do. And he's saying, Gavin Newsom says that he will sue Trump administration for deploying the National Guards in Los Angeles. Now, that right there, I get it. Trump needed to do that. He needed to do that because it was wild. It was very wild because you had ICE coming in and removing people because they were said, hey, American people have spoken. Look, America has spoken. And they said, look, they got to go. We can't afford them. California is like what, $12 billion in debt just on health insurance alone. We're not talking about dental. We're not even talking about homes. And I'm going to get a little bit further into those homes. There's something rather in, interesting about that. But he's like, I'm going to sue you because you're coming into my land. You're coming into California and you are overstepping your bounds. Is he? Is he? You got Californians are like, look, check this out. Yo, check this out. Um, we are the world. We can't even afford ourselves. Bread is going up. We can't afford you. And you to bring everybody else over here, we can't afford it. Now you're saying that you're working, but the jobs that you get, it's not even dealing with the amount of money that you use, amount of resources that you use. What you're paying for and what you're receiving are two different levels. It's not equal. No, we can't afford it. Liberals are going wild. Gavin Newsom, oh, he even goes even further. Wait a minute, wait. He says California governor indicated, let me get that, late Sunday. What was this? This was written last night, right? Yep, last night. Oh, this early this morning. This is fresh off the press, but they're talking about last night. The California governor indicated last Sunday, late Sunday, his office plans to sue the Trump administration after the state's National Guards was deployed to confront protesters in LA. Well, Gavin, you weren't doing anything. These people have to put on masks and everything to get the people out of the country. Now, look into California state constitution. Does it say it has an open border? Gavin, does it? No. But I digress from my point. So Donald Trump is putting fuel on the fire. The commanding state National Guard, without consulting the governor of his state, is illegal and immoral, wrote Gavin Newsom on X. California will be taking action. But I mean, it goes on. He's saying that it's illegal. He didn't get his permission. Okay, he has a point there. I'm not going to lie. I'm only following the facts, right? But the fact is, Gavin Newsom, people have spoken. They're like, we want these people out. We want everyone out. You open up the door to everybody, their mamas, and their orthopedic shoes. That's exactly what you did because you want to maintain Democratic voters. Now, most immigrants are Democrat, so you got them on lock, but you lost the Black American vote. Thank you. Put it on here. You lost. Put it on the You lost the Black American vote, and rightfully so, because you were doing some dirty stuff. Like the other Democratic politicians are undercutting Black Americans. We're like, we're not having that. We're not having that. No, we're either gonna not vote at all, or we're gonna vote Republican, and that's exactly what happened. It did. But let me move on with the other point because it gets better. I mean, Gavin, oh, you can't make this stuff up. You can't. So, Trump, he comes out and says, look, Gavin, Trump says LA will be obliterated without the National Guard's live update. And he's absolutely right. Look at some of the things what's going on. Now, Gavin Newsom, he doesn't want to give up anything. Now watch. He's like, I'm gonna pay these federal taxes, but I'm gonna ask for more money to cover everyone. Now, here's the kicker. And this is what they're not talking about. When the census come, he's trying to keep the people here long enough for the 10-year census. So if you have 30 million additional people, then you're going to get more seats in the House and extra senators. That's exactly what you're going to get. And then with the people being here and they're going to vote Democrat because they're like, I love Biden. Oh, Biden, I love you. Thank you. Thank you. You're going to have that. Or Kamala, thank you. Yes. Yes, Kamala. We love you, Kamala. Or some people say camel toe. Oh, that is so awful. But you have this. And this right here is straight off the press as well. It was this morning. So you're getting fresh news this morning. So Trump is like, he says President Donald Trump defended his decision to deploy the National Guards to Los Angeles amid violent protests, and saying the move prevented the city from being completely obliterated in the Truth Social post. Trump criticized California Governor Gavin Newsom in Los Angeles and Mayor Karen Bass. Oh, if Karen Bass
for being absent while their homes were burning? Do you regret cutting the fire department budget by millions of dollars, Madam Mayor? Have you nothing to say today? Have you absolutely nothing to say to the citizens today? Elon Musk says that you're utterly incompetent. Are you considering your position? Madam Mayor, have you absolutely nothing to say to the citizens?
Gets reelected to mayor. Whatever she does to you, you deserve. You deserve every bit of it because she most definitely is screwing up big time. She's screwing up so badly. Allow the city to burn down. I mean, all over. LA County was being burnt down. But I digress from my point. So here, Bass calling Newsom very, oh my goodness, Los Angeles Mayor Karen Bass calling Newsom very incompetent and accusing him are both leaders of downplaying the unrest as peaceful protesters. Trump urged the public to recognize the violent capture in images and videos, affirming his commitment to keeping America safe and making America great again. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Trump. I mean, he can ram you. But let's go ahead and get into the real reason. And this is not only my belief, but it's written in paper. Okay. It's written in paper. Now, there is a reason why Kamala Harris did very little. There's a reason why Gavin Newsom has done very little about the immigration. But even before that, when Kamala Harris was the state attorney general, and even when she was the district attorney, she allowed she had blinders on for immigrant communities. She did. Now, as long as issues were happening to Black Americans, yes, I said it, to Black Americans, and I'm going to prove what I'm saying. Now, here, has LA gang violence turned into ethnic cleansing? This is quite interesting. Now, we are looking at other countries about their ethnic cleansing and who's doing it, but we're not looking at the United States and who's ethnically cleansing whom, right? And the politicians, Gavin, Kamala, Arnold Schwarzenegger. I mean, all of you just turned a blind eye to a lot of stuff that's going on in California. And it's not only in California, it's just that California is the whipping boy of today. Now here, some experts say that gang violence in Los Angeles has turned into a campaign of ethnic cleansing. That's behind the increase of racial violence, and and have gone on attempts at intervention failed so far. Are Latino gangs trying to push Black residents out of their neighborhoods? Jim Sterngold guest host said. So, yes, they are. And this right here is something new. It got to the point to where Latinos took over where whites did back in the 60s. They're firebombing people's homes and getting and while they're sleeping. This is what Latinos are doing. The Latino gang. Am I saying all? You know I'm not saying all. But if you don't speak out and say, hey, this is wrong because Black Americans marched to bring us here, and this is how we thank them, by burning them out of their own communities and basically eliminating them because we got a foothold, yeah, you're silent. And exactly what I said, you're silent and you're going along with it. The tides have turned. But it goes on. Okay, here. And this is a recent update. This is 2016. This is just 9 years ago. Latino gangs try to drive out all Blacks from California City. And this is not only just in Southern California, this is all over the state. It's all over the state, and it's like open season. It's like what is that movie called? It's to where everybody can go absolutely berserk and there's no recourse. You got 24 hours to do whatever you want to do, and then they close everything. I can't remember the name of it. I can't remember the name of it. I can't. I forgot to put myself on. All right, so here it says authorities have revealed that Black residents in Southern California City were under years of attack by Latino gangs who conspired to terrorize them through racial intimidation, threats, and violence, and all to deploy loyalty to the Mexican mafia prison gang. Okay, and it's wild, and they're going after Black Americans doing all of that, and this was known. It wasn't like that. It was no secret. While they're saying, "Hey, we have Black Brown coalition," did you let these gang members know? Because they missed the memo. They did not get the memo. They didn't. They just picked up what happened back in the 1960s and bringing it into 2020s. 2020s. They're bringing it up. But this is how Gavin Newsom, this is what he does to say thank you. Thank you for what you have done. I appreciate you. In fact, I appreciate you so much. I'm going to give you this. California moves towards zero down payment mortgage for migrants. You can't make this up. You can't. So this is what's going on, right? So here it says a California bill would aid undocumented migrants on the path of home ownership, has advanced into the state legislature. This right here are the politicians doing this, okay? And look at the politicians. Who are they? Who is in power? It got to the point where you have Jim Jordan said, I'm done. We can't do this anymore. Politicians now, if you come here, and even if you have residency and you are what does he say? You have to be born within the United States in order to be a politician, because of underhanded things politicians are doing that are from other countries, and they're doing it to benefit their own people. I mean, okay, I understand that, in your country. But when somebody or a group of people are nice enough to you to open up the doors to assist you in your cry of need, and this is the backstabbing stuff that you do, nah, that can't happen. And then it's going to be too hard to trust anybody to show kindness for the stuff that's being done within the United States. Now, you can say, oh, white people are racist. They're racist. What are you? You're bombing Black houses. You're pushing Black Americans out of their homes. The same people that helped you, to fought for you to come here and to give you a safe place to rest your head, put food in your mouth, clothes on your back, gave you shelter, jobs for you to make money to support your family, and this is the BS what you do? Whatever they do, and that's why Black Americans are like, look, hold your own water. We tried to help, and this is what you gave us. Sorry. True. But it goes on, and this is the Democrats. Look, look, look. You can't blame Republicans for this. You can't say, oh, the Republicans are racist. They're racist. Donald Trump's racist. All the Republican racists. Now, you may have some Republicans that are racist, but it is widespread in the Democratic Party. I'm proving it to you. And the wild part is they are using people that are disarming to Black Americans. Yes, they are. And the fact that you went along with it, you cut off your own nose in spite of your face to get free stuff. Look, nothing in life is for free. You have to pay for it in the front end or the back end. Either way, you're going to pay. And let me see, anything else I want to say about this? No, I don't want to say anything else about this. Let me go back. It's not only Gavin Newsom who's going to have a rainy day, but it's going to be all those people who supported his policies and who was down with his, how can I say, racist policies. And not only racist policies, but also anti-American policies, because the policies that he put forth only helped people that were not from this country. And when you look at the people who are homeless, you got white Californians that are homeless. You have people that have that are naturalized citizens that are homeless. They're only focusing on the illegal individuals, and for so, they're doing it is because it's sinister. They are, look, the politicians are using you. They're using you, and you're falling for it. You're falling for the hype. And you're doing horrible, ugly things because of it. But I'm going to leave it right there. Tell me what you think. Do you think I'm right? I showed you proof. You may not like what I said. You may not like it, but it's true. So like and subscribe. Help me further my channel. If you don't like my content, subscribe, thumbs down on my video, and tell me why you don't like it. But just stay subscribed. That's all that I ask. On that note, I want to thank you for stopping by.